fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the ULM Warhawks, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So UL Monroe's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible. And just
lofts one deep down the right side. Makes a catch at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Snags a quick pass on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to him again. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. It'll be a draw. Nice move there. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ivory. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Warhawks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Hands it off. Runs through the tackle. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Trying to get behind the defense.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
Always fun to see 2 of the games
wide open. He makes the catch. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. The Warhawks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. ULM Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And the Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse's going to...
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Bring in the heat. He's in open space downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Warhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hunt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Works the middle of the field. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Moon. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he got loose. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Caught behind the line. It's Moon. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And that one's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They're going to run it. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Duke. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He'll keep it himself. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him, but now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurting you with his speed.
And the Warhawks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. Touchdown, Warhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. Offense gets set for second down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Warhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, the running back has it. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my defense...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Handoff to the single back. Nice move there. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moon. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Keeps it on the draw.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Now on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Gonna run it, it's moved. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's gonna bring up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Rides to back and leaves it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivory. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go right back to the run. Across the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Moon. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they were today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.